What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Shirley. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. Every once in a while, there's a movie that comes out at Sundance Film Festival that people would be buzzing about it being so good, it might end up getting Oscar nominated for Best Picture, despite the fact that award consideration season is still months away. Precious was an example of those films. Well, I've been hearing the same about Shirley, and to a certain extent, it's proven to be true. This is a highly absorbing drama with excellent directing and incredible performances. A few elements about it don't quite work for me, but for the most part, Shirley is filmmaking at its best. Based on Susan Scarf Merrill's book, scripted by Sarah Gubbins, directed by Josephine Decker, Emmy Award winner Elisabeth Moss plays the title character, an actual renowned horror writer named Shirley Jackson, who is on the precipice of writing her masterpiece when the arrival of newlyweds upends her meticulous routine and heightens the tensions in her already tempestuous relationship with her philandering husband. The middle-aged couple, prone to ruthless barbs and copious afternoon cocktails, begins to toy mercilessly with the naive young couple at their door. Elisabeth Moss gives what I think is the finest performance of her career in this role as horror mystery writer Shirley Jackson. Now, keep in mind that this is not a straight-up biopic. This is more of a fictionalized depiction of Shirley's marriage with Stanley, portrayed by Michael Stuhlbarg, who I think is equally extraordinary in this film. They take in under their wings this married couple, Fred and Rose, played by Logan Lerman and Odessa Young respectively. And from that point on is the reason why everybody has been comparing this film to the classic masterpiece, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Rightfully so. The evolution or the progression of these characters is what you can't take your eyes away from. The dynamic between the four starts out very rocky and often verbally combative. Stanley and Shirley seem to taunt the young couple, using what they perceive to be their intellectual superiority. But over time, Fred, who is desperate for Stanley's approval, becomes more and more tied to Stanley's professorial ways and habits, be it good or bad. And over time, Rose also becomes closer to Shirley, although the movie always makes sure that the relationship remains complicated and with all kinds of unexpected bumps along the way. The story is often subdued yet intense. Shirley, who uses Rose as a representation in her mind for the novel that she's working on, Hangs a Man, is constantly wrestling with whether this approach or that approach is appropriate. And throughout all that, Elisabeth Moss is magnetic. She knows how to get you to side with her while keeping you at a distance at the same time. And Michael Stuhlbarg doesn't get enough credit. I think he is one of the most underrated supporting character actors of this generation. And here as Stanley, Michael is more than competent in going toe-to-toe with Elisabeth. The level of deviousness that those two display is uncanny. Logan Lerman, while he seems to rank fourth out of the group, is also terrific, and his co-star, Odessa Young, is a revelation. Your heart breaks as her character Rose spirals down into uncertainty, insecurity, and madness. The handheld cinematography is a bit distracting for my taste. Usually I don't mind that style, but for this case, I think the movie would work just fine without the camera jerking or suddenly zooming in on a character. And while everybody seems to be praising the music score, occasionally I find it a bit overwhelming. But despite all that, I think director Josephine Decker, who previously gave us Madeline's Madeline, does a marvelous job of crafting this character study that will continue to haunt you long after the end credits roll.